Welcome to Inside the 209. I'm your host, John Ellis. We're back in 2014. We hope you had a good holiday season and a happy new year. Things got started right off the bat in the racquetball season with the IRT as they went down to Reseda for the Coast to Coast California Open. Sponsored by Rick at Coast to Coast and Rick at Spartan Supply. Thanks guys for keeping it flowing down there in Southern California. Obviously it wouldn't have happened without Debbie Moore, legendary tournament director, and her assistant Randy Lamb. You guys are doing a great job down there in SoCal. What an event too, a lot of exciting matches. They'll all be archived for you on IRT Network. Go there and check it out and see who won this tournament. What a great event. I'm going to leave you with some suspense on that one. Check it out for yourself. Okay, we're moving on now. We're going to take you to the club here and show you a little bit of Diaz giving some self-feed, showing you how he gets down on the court, practicing. Then we'll shoot it over to Jesse Serna, put you in the weight room a little bit, give you some of the knowledge that we use here in the 209, and then finally throwing it over to Marky Rojas as he gets down himself. Then we'll bring it back to me on the court, talking a little bit about doubles safety. Now for all you amateur players out there, man, this is a huge one right now. I see a lot of moments on the court where there's players always constantly having to hold up, taking shots that really aren't the shot you want to take, making sure that you miss your opponents and all that. And I appreciate that and the safety behind that. But let's get it to a spot where everybody's thinking about how to become better at being safe on the racquetball court so that all the players can make the shots that they really want to hit, and we can have racquetball games being played the way it's supposed to be played. So this is a really important one out there for all you club player, amateur players out there. Hope you enjoy the show.
Homework.
My name is Scott Davis. I'm from Fountain Valley, California, and I play with fire. I'm a huge fan of shoes, and Echelon has got a great variety of footwear that's available. My personal shoe of choice is the NFS Classic Low. I like this. There's no break-in period. I could take it out of the box, put it right on my foot, head over to the club, and play for 2 hours without any pain. The gum rubber on the bottom really lasts. A lot of shoes, with gum rubber, some volleyball shoes and things like that, it's real soft, and so you would think it'd deteriorate really quickly. It's actually the opposite with these shoes. I could wear these shoes out 3, 4, 5 months before I need to change anything. This is actually a color I haven't seen yet, but I am a big fan of darker shoes. They just happen to match the wardrobe a little bit better than most. I'm excited to see these when these come out.
Hey everybody, this is Jose Diaz. We're about to do a couple drills here with Echelon TV. We're going to show you how Jose Diaz drills on the court. Alright, so come on, let's take you over here and show you how I'm going to do my drill. So I'm going to start about short line. And what we're going to do is I'm going to give myself a direct feed. Doesn't have to be perfect. Direct feed. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I drop step and then shuffle. And make sure I really make contact with that ball down low so that we have a flat, down the line, kill shot that ends a rally. Watch this. Send him to the bench. is that first step, that first push off. Has to be really, really explosive. So as you push off, you want to open up and make that first step a powerful step. Then you're going to shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. And like I said, you want to really make contact and getting that ball and making contact down low. Really rotating through, using those hips, using that butt. This is Jose Diaz. Catch me next time.
Okay, hope you like that info from Jose Diaz. It's really important that you take your time with the self-feeds. Get yourself established in that early good athletic stance. Give yourself a good quality feed so that you can actually practice properly. If you give yourself inconsistent feeds, and you're really going to be just taking shots that aren't setups or aren't what you're trying to practice. So be diligent about that. Take your time. Work on that footwork. Good contact to the ball. Hit the shot where you want it to go. Okay, now we're going to switch it over to Jesse Serna. He's going to be talking a little bit about a specific type of lunge, which is great for racquetball. I tell you this, you're not going to see John Ellis over there with Jesse Serna at the club doing these lunges, but I guarantee you the rest of the 209 guys, they're putting in the work. So make sure to watch this, pay attention, and go try it at the club yourself.
Jesse Serna with Echelon TV. We're here in the weight room today working on our lunges. Now, one of the things that we think a lot of when we're working any movement is how does this translate into making our racquetball game better? Now, for a long time, we've been traditionally doing the barbell loaded lunges as a back lunge. That is kind of resting on your shoulder blades, keeping it back there. But for some reason or other, it just kind of caught me off guard. Let me show you why. I don't like the position it puts you in at the bottom. Let me show it to you. I can hold it comfortably here and I step back from the bottom, it always feels like my shoulders are just a bit forward in order to hold the bar in place. And that doesn't make as much sense. For our lunge, when we're finishing a swing, we're down in a level shoulder stance. So I'm thinking I want to find a way to end up in this position. Okay? So what we came up with, we thought about maybe front loading the lunge. Okay, now I'm not saying if you lunge already, I'm not saying start doing this. This is for people who are already in the weight room, already working on lunge patterns, knees feel good, able to move smoothly through this. If that's not you, not a good idea to be jumping in the deep end, all right? But for those of you who are already doing this, let's think about maybe changing that back lunge, maybe that back lunge into a front-loaded lunge. So, let's take a look at it. Grip that bar about shoulder width apart, and I'm thinking about resting it on my shoulders. I'm not putting that weight in my hands, I put it on my shoulders. So from that position right there, that ball is resting on my shoulders. A couple things, my shoulder blades are back, I'm standing strong. I really feel strong through my back here and in my midsection. And to be honest with you, the thing I feel taxed the most, my abs. So I'm gonna step right back in the lunge, you'll see the bottom. Now, where are my shoulders now? Nice and level. I like the upright position I'm at the bottom there. I'll show that to you again. I'm going to step back, abs tight, chest up, drop. To me, this position right here looks like the bottom of a good swing. So, front-loaded lunge. Big bang for your butt movement. Instead of just putting it there and letting it rest there, force yourself to hold it up top. That means you got to have flexibility to your shoulders, mobility back there, lots of flexibility in your lats. Holding that up tight, working your core stronger at the bottom of the movement. That's what you want to do. Don't just get strong here in the weight room. If you're training to play racquetball, get racquetball strong.
Okay, you probably see what I'm talking about with Jesse Serna now. Tough stuff. Go give it a try, especially if you're trying to get stronger, explosion strength, a little faster. The lunges are going to help you out there. Once again, not for me right now. I'm out of that. Let's turn it over to Marky Rojas now. He's going to show you a little bit about his plyometric routine. Just a couple of drills that he does on the plyo boxes. This stuff, same, kind of similar to Jesse Serna. A lot of explosion in this. Really great for racquetball. Great training for any type of sport, to be honest with you. Marky Rojas. You know, if we have a Jose Diaz, we have to have a Marky Rojas.
What's up, everybody? This is Marky Rojas, Echelon TV. So today we're going to do another workout, what I call box jumps. This workout actually works on your legs, the durability and endurance, because we're always in a squat position in racquetball. So today we're going to start off with the squat into the jump. So we're going to start low, we're going to explode high. We're going to try to land perfectly soft on top and just come back down softly. So come check this out. Let's do this. Notice it's a very high one. I was thinking about doing that one, but I know you guys are gonna think, well, this guy's a wuss if he doesn't jump this one. So I guess I gotta do this one. Do as many as you can. Do on whatever level you can. Don't just start on this one because this is a very advanced one. You don't want to slip and fall and your shins catch this area. It can be very painful, trust me. We all suffer through that. Notice how I land. It's very smooth, very soft. Don't make that loud hit on the thing. You gotta be soft with your knees. You don't want to damage your knees as well. Two more. So that's part 2 of workout, box jumps. Like I said, it has me breathing hard with only 5 jumps. Try to do at least 3 sets of 5. And I promise you, you'll build your endurance up time by time. Include this as part of your workout maybe twice or 3 times a week. So this is Marky Rose with Echelon TV. I'll see you later.
Okay, cool. We're back from break. Hope you enjoyed that Marky Rojas segment. Marky's always on the box. Now we're going to go into a little double safety like I talked about earlier. This may be the most important element of today's show. Make sure you're focusing club players on this double safety. We want to make sure we don't see as many players getting hit with the racket, hit with the ball, while still having a great time playing racquetball. Enjoy. Okay, welcome to On Court, the 209. We're going to talk first a little bit about the Z serve and what I see the club level player doing. It's a little dangerous coming out of the box into center court, or sometimes not even attempting to get to center court, and how that situation right there can kind of mess up a rally and cause some hinders and some dangerous play on the court. Here we go. First thing is, Serrano up there is going to come out of the Z serve completely the wrong way and expose the front side of his body to me, the return to server, which, I mean, that's a little dangerous thinking about getting hit in that front side of the body. Got some issues there. You always want to get hit on the back of your body, the butt, the back of the legs, back of the back, anything but the front side. All right, here's Serrano going the wrong way. Ooh. Now, serve was a little deep, so it would have been hard for me to maybe cut it off and go right at him cross court, but you can see there, he didn't get that far out of the box, and he was exposed the front side, and I see that quite a lot. Sometimes at the club level, they're not going to be as quick as Jose getting out of that box either, too, and kind of stagger and stay right there in the center court. Jose, do that again, but make it a little slower as you come out of the box. Really over-exaggerate that. That's what I see a lot. I'm ready to shoot the ball right there. If I go cross court, I can hit him literally on the front side of the body. So, as his opponent, what happens all the time then is they'll try to hit a different shot than what they really want, causing a setup or a bad shot. Then you start off a rally by saying, I couldn't take my shot because it was a hinder if I went cross court. Worried about hitting my opponent. That sets up a situation right off the bat where players aren't playing the right shot and the correct shot, hitting the angles that they want. Okay, we'll come back to position 2 here in a second. Okay, position 2 on this Z serve. The player there, the server, Serrano, is going to stay right where he's put, maybe back out just a little bit, but
take away the down the line from me, the return to server. I see this all the time. I got a buddy of mine at home here in Northern California, Cedric Collins, who's guilty of this all the time. You know what I'm talking about, Ced, baby. I talk to you about this all the time. But Serrano's gonna act like he's gonna get in the center court, kind of freeze right there. I'm hopefully gonna catch that return, that serve, excuse me, for my return, and look like it's going down the line. Now you can see, if I go down the line with this ball, I'm possibly gonna hit Jose there. I see this all the time. Last one. Jose's gonna come out of the box this time. He's gonna come out the right way. He's gonna hit deep. He's gonna work hard to get in pretty good position, but he's not gonna watch the ball. This one, Jose's gonna leave it up just a little bit so that I can catch the ball coming back in the center court here and see how far away from where I end up. Work hard to get in the center court, but no vision on me. Promise I won't swing. Let's do that again. Pretty good position. It's actually a really good serve. I'm gonna struggle with that and probably have to go up to the ceiling. A little harder, a little higher, so we're not back. Now you see right here, if I'm gonna take that shot exactly where I want, there's a chance I'm gonna hit. I got a big fall through. You ever seen Jesse Cerna play? He's got a huge fall through on him. This one right here, Jose didn't realize I was coming this far. He was literally right there and I would caught him. Now, Jose's a big dude right here, so my racket might have took the blunt of that one. But, you know, we get some of these other elderly players out here on the court at the club level and getting hit by the racket once or twice, and that could beat it right there for their desire to play racquetball. So this is the Z serve. Now, Jose, you can do this the correct way. Come out of the box like you do. Work hard, a little higher like you just did right there, so I can come off the back ball, side ball again, except relocate once you see it, okay? You see how much vision he has on the ball after he serves this one. Whatever shot that I hit. His partner Michael's out of the box in good position. He can stay a little farther forward because Jose's gotten so deep in the court that they've got the coverage here with the depth on the backhand side, and Jose's covering Michael's forehand side while Michael's up there covering that pinch. Jesse, I promise you he's going to fight for a position right there. So those are a couple things we see at the club level. Work hard when getting out of that box. Don't expose your front. We're going to film this little footwork here, put it in slow motion for you. Mr. Irvine's going to do that for you here. We're going to see how the proper steps to come out of this Z serve is. And then once you get out, make sure you have vision on your opponent's return to serve. Okay, here we are, we're mid-rally now. We're gonna talk some safety here mid-rally. At the club level again, what I see is a lot of bunching here in the center court, and that's fine. That's normal part of doubles, 4 people on the court. But the ball's coming off the back wall a lot more often at the B, C, B, A level. And so we're gonna have Michael over here demonstrate this cross-court shot. It's gonna come either side wall, back wall. Hopefully that's what we're looking for, not straight off the back wall. Jose Serrano's here. Again, typical club player. He's not looking as ready as he probably could here. Maybe the racket over his face. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's over the wrong ear sometimes. Whatever the case may be. But he's going to stay here, and after his partner hits the ball, he's not going to have a lot of vision. That's what we're going to talk about, what I see from that point. So let's have a little quick demonstration. Look at Serrano's that great position. One more time. Hit that a little bit off the back wall. Now, boom, not bad on Jose's part right here, but you'll see, same motion right there. Good, I like that you were back over a step. Good. Now, he's good there in the distance, but there's a chance I'm going to hit him. He's got the racket over the head, so at least he's got a little extra safety going on there. But the problem that I see at this level is when balls come back into the center court, let's pretend that ball came a little bit more here. This person's actually not looking and set right there. A couple things happen here. This is the moment where, as a player, you're tracking that ball, side wall, back wall, and it's coming back out, and let's say you're actually ready to take a good shot at it, and then boom, this is the moment that I see club players actually swinging away when it's coming off the back wall. And bam, this person here doesn't know what's coming. see a lot of racket contact, players hitting each other on the court, which we all know can lead to some problems, can lead to people not wanting to play, feeling like it's a little too dangerous, when really just a little bit of vision here on Jose's part, and that could have saved him from getting hit. Also, there are times where those players who are constantly have it on their mind that I'm gonna hit somebody, and they don't want to, they're good people, they're nice people, and so what they'll do is they'll come around, they'll feel it coming, and they'll stop their spin right here, and not let it fall through and take a good shot. Most of the times that shot's not gonna be what they want, but in this situation, Jose was out of the way and plenty of space, and yet I still stopped my swing here, and that's a problem. That's a huge problem at the club level. Because then you have players changing their shot all the time, not hitting the angles and executing their shots like they want, not getting better because they're worried about their opponent's safety. And I understand that. And so we need to make a change, and it's up to this person, the people in the middle court, whose turn it is not to hit, to make sure they have vision. If you think you're in the way, get out of the way. You don't have to be that player that just gets hit over and over again. I grew up with my dad having about 10 ball marks on his body at all times, and he knew how to get out of the way. So don't be that player, because it really is taken away from the game and the enjoyment of other players who want to swing through and want to take normal racquetball shots but feel like you're always in the way. That's just one example right there. We'll set up a couple more. Okay, another situation here on the court in the doubles court. Start that over here. Okay, another situation here on the doubles court. We're going to have Michael hit a wrap around this time. He's going to wrap it all the way around. We're going to see what happens. I'm going to attempt to take that shot, even though I'm on the backhand side. I'm going to let it wrap around and take it with my forehand. We're going to have Jesse, my own partner, kind of stuck in the way. And obviously Michael not getting out of the way of his own shot. Jose will probably be in a pretty good position over here in center court. We'll see how it all works out. Ready? Good example right here, Nick. We got my own partner flinched up. He thinks he's about to get hit by me. That means we lose the rally. I got Michael who just hit this shot. Didn't fall here in the center court. Decided to get up against the wall. You can even hear him banging into the wall a little bit. Now he's in the way first, blocking me from hitting Jesse, which is not good for Michael. Okay, as their opponent, I'm a little bit worried to the point where I have a setup wrap around here, but I know I can't take the shot if I want to keep everything safer on the court. Hinder ball, but I don't want it. I mean, this is almost a penalty hinder, but can't be. My own opponent, my own partner's in the way as well. Now, we're going to do that again, except Michael, we're going to rewind and do it again, except Michael's going to follow in the center court here, okay? And we'll see if Jesse gets out of the way too. Let's see if we can do it the right way. Jesse may stay there and jump, but I'll take the shot underneath and hopefully I don't hit it too high. All right, Michael, your responsibility to get the center court here. Since we're setting up an on-court moment here so that we can talk about it. Normally Jesse and I do a pretty good job of communicating in a little different situation. But hopefully you see that, make a little idea from the right side and how to move out of the way. Let's try it from the left side and see if we can get out of the way, which means I'm going to now have to get out of the way, right? This is Jesse coming around with his backhand side. Does that make sense? Here you go. Now, you see the confusion that went down there. Jose and I really didn't know where to go. And that was almost real right there. We were kind of stuck, and I wasn't sure if Jesse was going to hold up. It happens all the time at the club level, and we don't want to see people getting hit with the ball over and over again. Communication, do a good job of Jesse to hold up on that one, but communication is important, okay? Let's try that one more time, get it all the way around, and we're both going to move out of the way and get a good position. Making sure we have vision on the ball, both Jose and I and Michael stay in a good position while Jesse moves around ready to take that backhand because the ball got past me on this left-hand side. Okay,
hopefully that makes a little bit of sense to you. We'll wrap it up right there. Try to throw some more situations on how to stay safe in doubles as we continue on here on Echelon TV inside the 209. Well, I hope you enjoyed that segment about doubles safety. Club players, please take that to heart so we can see some changes out there across the country. A little bit more safe play at the club level. Moving on. Next up, Syosset, New York, which is on Long Island. Legendary club. Great tournament director in Tom Keogh. One of those events for me that has a lot of meaning for me. I made the finals there a couple times. Never got the win. Lost to a legendary Echelon player in Mike Guidry for his only IRT stop win of his career. So good memories, some tough memories too, but I know this. The players are going to be treated well out there in New York. What a great event last year. Interesting finals last year with Kane having to forfeit out to Rocky in the finals. We'll see how it goes this year. We're looking for our 209 guys here to do some big things out there. Back-to-back tournaments. Let's see who's in shape on the IRT. We hope you enjoyed this segment. 2014 plans to be a big year for racquetball, especially here in the 209, so be with us every Wednesday night here on the Echelon channel.